Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to do something a little out of the ordinary, or at least for my channel, rather. If you've been following me for a few years, I'm sure there are a couple of you, I'm not sure, there might be a couple of you, you've probably noticed I have gradually kind of shrank over the course of that time, so I figured it was time for me to try and get back in shape, and what I'm going to do today is install a pull-up bar in my basement. I'm going to show you how to do this. If you have a finished basement, I'm sorry, this is the wrong video for you. I'm going to talk exclusively about people who can't afford finished basements or don't want them, like me. I can't afford one. So there are kind of two different scenarios here. If you're in an older house, you've got 16-inch centers and all sorts of stuff, you probably have ceiling joists that are a lot more robust than what I'm dealing with. I'll show you what I've got here. So these are just little crappy beams and then OSB planks. Everything's cheaper now, so I'm not comfortable hanging something off that. If you have thick, strong joists in your ceiling, then you can just take a plank and put it across there and then install the pull-up bar the way I'm going to, but from there. Because I'm in a newer house that is not as, strongly built, if you will, I'm going with a different option. So what I'm going to do is install my pull-up bar coming outward from this large beam here. That's the beam that pretty much holds up my entire house, or the top 2 floors at least. So hopefully it can hold me. I don't think it's going to be a problem. Again, if you're going to do it off the ceiling, if you've got a stronger construction than I do, or if you're comfortable doing it off this, I'm not. I would say just put a nice 2x6 or 2x4 plank in there, screw it in as many places as possible, and then you'll be able to follow what I'm about to do. So what I'm using to make my pull-up bar is plumbing hardware. I've got, I went to a plumbing supply shop and I bought a couple of these. This is the gasket for the wall. A couple short pipes here to extend the bar out from the wall. If you're doing it from the ceiling, likely you're going to want longer pipes so that you've got some room above it. I'm going out sideways, so I've got these short 4-inch extensions. They're going to screw right into here. I've got 2 of those, 2 of these, 2 90-degree turns, and then a bar the length that you feel is appropriate for you to do pull-ups on. If you've got a wide grip and you want to be able to go back and forth and stuff, get a wider bar. Mine's about 4 feet wide. I think that's going to be fine. So I'm going to start by installing one of these on the wall at the appropriate height. I'm going to pre-drill with an 1/8-inch bit, and that's going to be my first step. Put this up and pre-drill those 4 holes. Then I'm going to screw this thing to the wall, attach the bar to it. I'm going to screw the gasket to the wall using some 3-inch screws, attach the bar to it, and then I'm going to pin up the other side. Alright, now this first side is on here securely. I've got my 90-degree female-to-female pipe attached to my 4-inch male-to-male here. So I'm going to go ahead and screw this in. Obviously I can't attach the full beam to here because I'll never be able to turn it with my roof in the way. So this is about as, that's not my roof, that's the ceiling. This is about as close as I can get for now. Alright, so that looks like it's pointing about that way. I'm going to try and angle it down just a little bit. Now I have to screw the other part in. Now the bar is on, I got to attach the other part to the bar on the other side. Alright, now I got to get this up there. Make sure you are installing your pull-up bar level. Unless you really want like one side of your body more developed or something, it's got to be level. So I'm going to put this end up level with the other side. I brought a level with me. If your beam isn't level, I checked that mine is, so I'm using my level as a spacer. If your beam isn't level, you're going to need to measure out using a level where both of these need to go. Alright guys, so there it is. It's installed now. Both ends bolted in. 4 nice 3-inch screws each. So it should be plenty sturdy, hopefully. And if it's not, this might turn from a tutorial into an America's Funniest Home Videos moment right now, because I'm about to give it a try. Alright, looks like it works. So, yeah, that's about it. That's how I went about installing my pull-up bar, and it's a way that presumably would work for you as well. Do be careful though, the steel that is made of does tend to leave some crap on your hands. It's kind of like playing around with newspaper or cardboard for too long. It makes a bit of a mess. So be aware of that when you're doing it, and maybe give it a good cleaning and wrap it up in like hockey tape or something, so that you don't end up having to wash your hands every time you want to do a pull-up. That's about it. If you're going to hang it from the ceiling, like I said, use a piece of lumber as a brace. And I hope you found this useful. As always, thanks for watching. Have a good one.